The psych process is automatic. Here we go. Navratilova serves first in the 82 final.
On the two previous meetings this year, Navratilova's really got off to a flying start and won the first set easily.
30 love.
So I think Chris Evert-Lloyd's chances really hinge on this first set. If she can win the first set, I think really that'll be her best chance of taking the match. Navratilova's very, very tough when she's in front and playing confidently and aggressively.
Recent record stands in favour of Navratilova. Their overall record is quite heavily tipped the other way in favour of Chris Evert-Lloyd. This is their 48th meeting. If I recall correctly, it's 29 victories to Chris and 18 to Martina.
Cain, Navratilova, 1 love. Out. 15 love. All.
Chris Evert-Lloyd spoke earlier this week about being more aggressive in the final if she got there against Martina, trying to get to the net a little bit more. I don't think we'll see her make any major change to her game, though. I think she's going to win the match. I think basically it'll be with those great ground strokes.
Out. 40-15.
But does that desire or need to get to the net more put more pressure on her serve?
No, well, I don't think she'll do much serve volleying. I think she'll look for some short balls when she and then try to come in.
Out.
It's two doubles this game.
30.
Perhaps nerves might account for them.
I think she'll be pretty happy to get out of that game, Chris Evert-Lloyd.
Two double faults.
Yes,
yeah.
Pretty shaky on service there, even though it didn't go to deuce. Was a little tentative. 1-all.
Love.
Well, you can tell this is a final and a big match. I think Chris Evert-Lloyd's missed a shot like that in years.
Martina wouldn't miss too many short balls on a forehand like that second serve in the preceding game either.
love. $30-15.
See Martina's coach Renee Richards with that same hat on. She's been wearing in the last couple of days in the second row of the VIP enclosure. Once again, writing vigorously.
All.
Martina just not able to get enough strength into that overhead to get it away.
$40-30.
There's Renee. I don't know where she got that hat from.
Deuce. Advantage, Navratilova.
And Navratilova showing that she can win a baseline rally.
And John Lloyd, the husband of Chris, are facing the stand.
Cain, Navratilova. $15 love. All. $30-15. It was good. $40-15. Cain, Lloyd, 2 games all.
Chris conceding just the 1 point on service there.
Martina once again getting upset early in a set with a couple of line calls. He's asking the question of Betty Allenson during that particular game.
Love.
Martina very quickly looked at the lines lady.
It's interesting to see that she's going for the drop shot. That's 3 times she's played that. It's a fair number early in this match.
Love.
A fairly tense opening to this final.
Another one.
Ooh. Didn't fool Chris.
30 all.
I think she'll have to be careful with it. Overdoing it, I think, already. If she gets any short balls, I think she should be using her good backhand chip and getting to the net rather than bringing in Evert Lloyd.
On the line.
Well, 2 beautiful forehands. There's the first one. Now watch this one down the line. And then in for the volley.
The winner.
Deuce.
2 games now that Navratilova's been taken to deuce.
And things starting to warm up.
Oh, yes. The first break point of the match. And it's in favour of Chris Evert Lloyd.
Advantage Lloyd.
That's the break.
Love. Love. 40 love.
2 metres behind the baseline for that winner.
$40.15. $40.30.
Would have been a sensational shot.
Game, Lloyd. Lloyd leads 4 games to 2.
Chris consolidating the service break that she effected in the game previous.
15 love.
Well, the problem for Martina so far in this first set, first serve really hasn't worked up to its usual high standard. What cost her that other serve?
Love.
Notice this game she's got the first serves in and quickly to 30 love, so it really means a lot to her game.
Out. 30-15. Out. 40-15. $40-30.
Just long.
Game. Navratilova. Lloyd leads 4 games to 3. 15 love. All.
And I think that's Navratilova's play. Forget the drop shot off that backhand and hit the approach shot deep and come in.
Out. 30-15.
Not that deep.
Martina's got to watch it when she's rallying. She's just letting the ball drop a bit short. And Chris Evert Lloyd is coming to the net behind those shorter shots.
40-30.
Chris's third. She served 2 in her opening service game.
Deuce.
And now taken to deuce for the first time.
Advantage, Lloyd.
Well, she hit that perfectly. As far as technique was concerned, just aimed for right on the line. Missed it by a fraction.
Did it again.
Game, Lloyd. Lloyd leads 5-3.
Well, Martina's got a lot of fans here. In fact, she probably received a greater round of applause when she was introduced than Chrissy did, which might surprise many. Three, 5.
Love 15. Love 30.
Well, the set is looking shaky for Navratilova here.
Very.
3-5, love 30.
Oh, goodness me.
15-30.
If it had legs, it would have climbed over.
Two set points.
15-40.
That's the set. 30 minutes. Chris Evert Lloyd takes the first set of the 82 Open.
First service.
I really feel Navratilova's just got to increase her serving. We know she's got a great serve. It's just not working at its top at the moment.
Love 15.
No luck at all for Martina. Ball just clipping the tape. Don't get that one.
She seemed to be 3 feet clear off the ground, Chris.
Well, that's the tactics I think Navratilova's got to use to get back into this match. Attack the net at all costs.
All.
Another drop shot, and a bit fortunate to win the point.
Yes, an error that you don't see too often from Chris Evert Lloyd on a point like that.
Navratilova, her first break point in this match. Ooh.
Game.
The break.
Navratilova. 1 love. Love 15. Love 30.
Out.
Love 40.
Martina can't believe it. The look of despair on her face. It was very close. So 3 breakback points to Chris Evert Lloyd.
Well, at the moment, Chris Evert Lloyd is hitting more volleys in this match than Navratilova, which is certainly a surprise. Navratilova just can't get in as much as she would like, not serving up to her best. And during the rallies, those great ground strokes of Evert Lloyd, the depth on them, forcing Navratilova to hit short, and Evert Lloyd coming in.
Love 15.
Well, that's the best one she's played.
Love 30. Love 40.
Double fault number 4. So both girls down love 40 in their last service game.
40.
I see Claudia Coda. He'll be playing in the doubles final here this afternoon with Leslie Allen. Interested spectators of the match. Just above the exit sign near the players' entrance.
Well, again, in that baseline rally, you see that Navratilova is the first player to drop the ball short, landing inside the service line and allowed Evert Lloyd to attack the net.
Claudia Coda, Leslie Allen, and players trainer Sandy Treadwell. Crowd thinking that was out.
There's two in this game that have been pretty close. Oh, what a rally.
Yes, that's the time for the drop shot. Evert Lloyd behind the baseline. Superb point there.
13-15.
Well, let's take a look at the deep ball on the baseline that the crowd didn't like.
Evert Lloyd took a very sharp look at the lady on the line. Oh, what a serve.
14-15.
Well, that's only Navratilova's first ace, and I think that's indicative of how she has served in this match. Had to wait nearly a set and a half before she could register her first ace.
Game, Navratilova.
She's in the ascendancy in the second set.
Navratilova leads 3-1.
Yes, playing her best tennis of the match to date. There's not much doubt about that.
The cry goes up again.
Love 15. First service.
Yes, anticipation superb there from Navratilova.
Love 30.
The chip in itself wasn't good enough to win the point. She covered the cross court and then chipped down the line.
drop shot of itself wasn't the winner, but it set up the point.
40.
Well, she really wasn't playing the drop shot well in the first set. Cost her a lot of points, but certainly she stuck with it, and it's much better for her this set.
And love 40-second service. Chris in real trouble now. Already 1-3 down.
Game. Navratilova leads 4 games to 1. Out. 15 love. Love. First service.
And Martina steamrolling towards the second set.
Beautiful little pick up there.
40 love.
Controlled that half volley magnificently.
Out. Game. Navratilova. Navratilova leads 5 games to 1.
Chris Evert has won only 2 points in the last 4 games.
None in the last 2.
Yep.
First service. Love.
Well, a big turnaround, I think. Improved serving from Navratilova, and the drop shot now working effectively when it wasn't in the first.
Out. Love.
Martina complaining about the serve. The electronic service devices are in use today for the final.
Love.
So Chris holds serve for the first time in the set.
Game. Lloyd.
Ooh. Out.
There were some great shots hit in that rally, though.
I'll tell you what, Chris covered some ground.
Martina just took this a bit casually, just waiting there. She should have realised that Evert Lloyd was going to reach that ball. That's an ace.
Play lit, please.
Linesman unsighted.
Linesman was unsighted. I was not sure. I was not sure whether it was good or not. The linesman was unsighted. No. Would you play a let, please, Martina?
Well, it's no good asking the other linesman down. That's not her call. Side linesman down Martina's end. It's not her call.
Tap, tap, tap. Right on the line, says Martina.
Well, I think there's no doubt that it landed on the line. But Chris moves in front of the sidelines lady there and blocks her vision. And if the central umpire, Betty Allinson, doesn't see it clearly herself, then she has no option but to play 2. So bad luck there for Navratilova.
All. $15.30.
Down a point on service, although it's hard to imagine she won't serve this second set out.
All. $14.30.
Set point. Empty set all in the open.
Second set, Navratilova, 6 games to 2. 1 set all.
Well, I don't think any surprise at all that this final's gone to 3 sets.
Quiet, please.
The last 3 times they've played on grass in a final, it's gone to 3 sets.
Second set, a little bit quicker than the first. It took 26 minutes.
Out. 15 love. Love.
Well, really a good set of tennis, that second set from Navratilova. No doubt when she plays her best on grass, she's unbeatable, really. Definitely has the best grass court game in women's tennis.
Love.
That's a better start to a set from Chris.
The scoreline here doesn't read quite that tight so far, but the points have been just as hotly contested.
Love 15.
Martina is fantastic. Well, you couldn't argue, could you?
Love 30.
Martina yet to win a point in this third and final set.
Yes, it certainly is a big game. Well, that was a fine overhead. It was a quick lob, and she had to really get up and control it. A great smash.
Slow down.
Oh, what a shot.
30 all. And
that was a good time for Evert Lloyd to come into the net, 30 all point, putting the pressure on. She hit a very deep approach shot, perfect length, and she's got break point.
She's got the break.
Cain, Lloyd, 2-love.
Well, Navratilova's first serve letting her down in that vital opening game, the third set. Very small number of first serves in. And now,
sorry, Alan.
Now the big game here for Lloyd. She must hold service now after getting this early break.
He's the player that's got the early break in the previous sets has gone on to win it.
Love 15. Love 30.
Navratilova really in quickly to bludgeon that one.
Overhit it.
Love 40.
Well, Chrissy's missed a few of those drop shots that not all that good a drop shot, and she's got in there in plenty of time and just overhit the ball.
Cain, Navratilova.
Oh, what a
Lloyd
final.
leads 2 games to 1. Love 15.
And Evert Lloyd again choosing her time to come in. So it's a question of whether or not the persistent attack of Martina can overcome the selective attack and the great ground strokes of Chris Evert Lloyd.
Fouled.
Struck it perfectly.
15 all.
Well, it's the first good passing shot she's hit off the backhand.
15-30.
Just got a little too close to that volley.
Yes. It's one of the best service returns that Chris has hit today. Has a real chance here for a 3-1 lead with the second service.
Which happens to break to her and a 3-1 lead.
Game, Lloyd leads 3 games to 1.
I'm still not game to predict the result, though, are you?
No.
Well, I think if Lloyd wins this game, she'll win, because she had the early break 2 games ago and lost her serve. She's now got another break, and this is an absolutely must game. I think if she wins this game, she'll be the winner. Oh, gee, that was a lovely shot from back there. To get the power on that shot, to get it low and hard, superb shot.
15 love. Love.
Well, Chris Evert Lloyd's length today has been absolutely superb. She's forced Navratilova time and time again to hit short, and then she's either followed the next shot in or even hit a winner.
And this is just the service game that she wanted.
40 love. Service.
Too long.
40-15.
Missed it.
Game, Lloyd leads 4 games to 1.
It's going to be pretty hard to deny from here, but if anybody can, it'll be Martina.
That's not easy to do. Hit one over Martina's head.
Love 30.
linesman said good. Martina can't believe missing that.
Love 40.
And I think many thousands of people here would echo the same sentiments.
Well, 3 break points here for a 5-1 lead for Lloyd.
First service.
Martina dropping service for the 3rd time in the set. Chris Evert Lloyd to serve for the championship.
Love 15.
I don't think Martina's conceded defeat though.
Love 30. Out. 15-30.
Martina going for the more difficult volley there. Straightforward one down the line, but she pulled it back for the cross court and missed it.
Out. 30 all.
Evert Lloyd 2 points from the only Grand Slam championship she's never won. And if anybody does deserve to win it, I think it's that player on screen.
Thoroughly echo your thoughts, Alan. Out.
$40.
So a chance to stay alive in this match for Navratilova.
Which she has done.
Lloyd leads 5 games to 2. 15 love. Love.
This championship far from over.
Love. 15. Cain, Navratilova. Lloyd leads 5 games to 3.
Well, this is shades of last year in the final when Navratilova led 5-love or 5-1 in the third, and Lloyd got back. This time it's Lloyd with the lead and Navratilova on the way back. Evert Lloyd desperately needing to win these first couple of points.
Serving for the match for the second time.
Love.
Well, a very confident opening point. Hit the ball smoothly there and came in when she got the opening. Sign of any tension in those swings. Oh, that'll be the match-winning shot, I think.
What a gem.
30, love.
Well, that was the shot of the match. Three championship points. Martina doesn't like that call.
Clearly wide. Correct call by the linesman. Well, so I'm sure we'll pick it up on the replay. Yes, clearly wide.
Chalk. Great point for the championship.
That's it.
Chris has done it. Saluting the crowd and gets a great wave from her husband, John Lloyd, who jumped to his feet. Chris Evert Lloyd winning her first Australian Open, the last leg of the Grand Slam. Which she hadn't taken out. Her first Australian title.
Martina, it's now my privilege to ask you to step forward to receive the cheque for the runner-up in this year's championship.
Thank you. Well, I was talking to Chris after the match, and she said now that she's won it, maybe she won't have to come back. So I guess I'm hoping she won't. But I'm sure she probably will come around. She's a great champion. She's been playing for a long time, and she's been saying for about 10 years she'll play tennis for another 2 or 3 years. And I'm sure she'll be here at least that long. I'm hoping that we'll have some more great matches. Today, I think, I don't know if it exceeded expectations, but I'm sure that we at least satisfied the expectations. I think we always have great matches and enjoy playing for all of you. Thank you for coming here. And also, of course, thank all the ball girls, ball boys, and the lines people. And not to forget the sponsor, the Marlboro Miles, the Lawn Tennis Association, as well as Channel 7 for supporting us. And we'll hope to be back here again. Thank you.
Now, if I can ask the 1982 Australian champion, Chris Evert Lloyd, to come forward to receive her cheque.
I think Martina said it all, really, but I'd also like to thank the Australian Lawn Tennis Association and Marlborough, Colin Stubbs for doing a great job this week, and all the women, not just myself, but all the women had a great time. All I can say is I'm really thrilled to have won this tournament because I've wanted it so badly for so many years. And last year, I remember Martina and I played in the finals, and I'll never forget, I still dream about that third set because she had me 5-1, and I came back to 5-all and lost the set, and it kind of stuck to my mind a little bit all year. And I just, this has been my goal, I think, for this year, to win this tournament because it's the only Grand Slam tournament I've never won, and I've been in 2 disappointing finals, so I just like to tell you all how thrilled I am to have won it. And I'd also like to thank all of you for your support. You cheered on all the players, not just 1 or 2, but you were great, very enthusiastic and very knowledgeable of the game, so I'd like to thank you. And I'd love to come back. I hope Martina doesn't come back next year. Thank you very much.